Alright guys, what is up? MQ40 here. Tomorrow is the big day for a lot of you in this community as you realize that we go into the next borderline tier 0 format. My god. So, why am I not in my car today? Actually, I got plans today, big boy shit. A lot of Pokemon. So, you'll probably see a big 60 box opening of Pokemon on this channel for Sun and Moon. If you guys want that, thumbs up this video and tell me that you guys want some Pokemon. So, pre-orders. I get to play Devil's Advocate today. So John made a really fantastic video talking about how not to consider pre-orders, that they are literally the devil in this community, and they make people a lot of money. Now, I'm here to tell you, pre-orders might not be such a bad idea for the set, especially for a few things. Now, some things I obviously fucking wouldn't pre-order. Other things might be worth it. So I'm gonna use Ned's sell list here. Sorry, Ned Solkovich. If you guys want anything from these prices that he posted, PM Ned on Facebook. However, it's just that. So, Secret Rare Brave Ice Pendulum Dragon. Typically base set cards in a set for a main antagonist or a main character will go anywhere from $2 to $7, give or take. 6 isn't terrible. If you're a collector and you just want to get it out of the way, it's not terrible. Foolish Burial Goods at 18 also isn't terrible. I'm actually surprised that a lot of the pre-sales I've seen so far have been under 20. We all know that card is fucking good. We all know that card will be broken, but the real question is, will the card be broken before it gets reprinted in the Megatins? That's something else to consider as well. Full Force Virus at 15. Okay. Card never saw play in Japan. We know it's a good card. We know it will probably be a good card, but it's going to get a reprint before it gets good. Once again. Sea Monster of Theseus for $35. Why though? I have a feeling that card is going to tank very hard. We get that the card is good. We understand that the card is good. But at the end of the day, are you going to play more than one of it? Especially in a format where Nordon's still legal. You're going to be dedicating 2 slots to one to Norden and one to Theseus if you're, playing that aspect. So that's something else to consider as well, that at the end of the day, it's going to be a one-of, and unless it's named Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, it's not going to be that much. So keep that in mind. That grass looks greener. 40 for pre-sale. 35 looked better. I feel like these are going to float 100 a set. 33 each isn't terrible. They might go down even more. They could be 25. But if you want to pick up an immediate set, it's not a terrible idea just to drop the 120 just to secure them for yourself if you're not planning on playing Zodiac. It's not terrible. I'm not going to lie about that, but from a player standpoint, it's basically totally awesome at this point. And Toad floated at 40 for a little while. So, keep that in mind until he blew out. So, if you don't immediately want to play that grass looks greener, then you can take the risk with them going down over time. It's definitely not going to be a bad thing. I mean, Toads went down. Alright. Zoo. Barrage for 50. Broad Bull and Trident for 45s. Now, some of the OCG builds are playing 3 of each. Of Broad Bow, Trident, Tiger Mortar, and the rare. Now, you're going to have to ask yourself here, guys, is it worth it? I think we were doing the math. It was like $415 for 2 of each and 3 Barrage. And holy fuck, $400 for like 7 cards is ridiculous. And it might actually end up being that way. As much as I don't want it to be. You might have to drop $400 for a set of Zodiac for yourself. I kind of imagine Barrage to sit at 50. And it's just kind of one of those things I'm expecting. Broad Bull and Trident I don't think deserve to be above 40 because of what they are, but at the end of the day, it might actually be that way. Granted, if people can sell Theseus for any more than $30, then I'm pretty sure that Broad Bull and Trident can hold their value. But if you're planning on picking up a set of Barrage for any less than 120, you're gonna have a bad time. Let's talk about the Ultras here. No one really cares about the Crystron, the Dark Contract, Odd Eyes Raging Dragon. Odd Eyes Raging Dragon looks fucking cool. Perform of Hal Dagger, Spy Gal, no one cares about. Oh boy, something I do care about, Wind Witches. So Glass Bell, Ice Bell, and Snow Bell. I really think you should be able to pick up a set of these for probably 50. No, that's hope in one hand, shit in the other. Let's be real here, guys. So you were like, man, I really want to play Wind Witches. Let's look at Spiral Guy over here. And they're pushing, what, $14? They were $7 on release. So with the set in circulation, they should relatively stay higher, I would think. But we're going to have to wait and see. I definitely think 10 is too much on pre-sale. 8 I wouldn't be uncomfortable with, unless I think Glass Bell is the one you play one of. That one should be significantly less. But typically for now, you know, at the end of the day, that's $8 each for the big ones. You guys know this. Thoroughblade and Tiger Mortar. Tiger Mortar should be 15 for Tiger Mortar is a bit high. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like that should be 10. Granted, you know, Trident and, you know, our good friend Ugly Bow Guy are sitting at like 40 for secrets. You know, they could go down, but Tiger Mortar for 10 to 15 isn't going to be terrible. I mean, for pre-sale you can pick them up for 15, and then Thoroughblade for 14. I feel like one of those could extremely go up. And if I've learned anything with Yu-Gi-Oh, it's ultras and sets seem to be where a lot of money is. You guys remember, you know, Yamato? You guys remember the last Spiral Agent guy? There's a lot of good opportunities in ultras, and this set has a lot of them. You know, from the Wind Witches, Thoroughblade, Tiger Mortar, well, that's it. Super is pretty much everything as cheap as ball sacks, except for probably Rat Pier, and maybe Whiptail will be some sort of money. The Subterror stuff never really seems to have any neat value, and Neo Galaxy Ice Cipher Dragon is just that. He's kind of there. So, bada bing, bada boom. Pre-sales from Ned Solkovich. Sorry, Ned, I always murder your nickname. No, this wasn't a shout-out video for Ned. I actually saw his pre-sales and wanted to do a little discussion on it, because a lot of people are going to be like, well, what do we offer on stuff tomorrow at Sneak Peek? You know, yes, you can pull up eBay, you can look at what's sold so far, but realistically, a lot of people are going to go in tomorrow with the mentality of they want their stuff. They don't want to wait till fucking another week and a half, because, you know, set drops that Friday. You know, people order it Friday, it ships to them, they have it on the next Tuesday to Wednesday. You know, that's a little bit ridiculous of a wait. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, even I am slightly annoyed with that. So, I think it was like $418 for a set of Zoo. For 2 of everything, 3 Rat Pier, 3 Barrage. And if you might be able to pick up Zoo for $300. It is not guaranteed, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Now, with the TCG community knowing that it's going to be as good as it actually is going to be, let's be real here, guys. This shit might be worth a lot more than Sneak Peek. Last time we had this phenomenon that I remember was Dracosec. It was actually cheaper in Sneak Peek prices to pick it up at Sneak, and then it went up to the $100 price after Sneak Peek. So if you didn't pick up your shit then there was an immediate problem because you couldn't get it because it was so fucking sought after. You know, I think the Solemns were higher. Dimension Barrier's gone up. Dimension Barrier was way less at Sneak Peek. Totally Awesomes were higher at Sneak, and they kind of went down, went back up, went back down. You know, so there's kind of a correlation to this. So with the Zodiac Engine being so expansive, granted it is, you know, 3 secrets and trash like that, at some point in time you're going to have to ask yourself, you know, with it being so much, is paying $400 on pre-sale not a terrible idea? You know, it's just food for thought. You know, a lot of people can't afford $400 for Zoo. I'm not going to be the first one to tell you guys that, but what do you guys think? You know, assuming that people have been saving up their resources, saving up for this, you know, are you going to drop 400 on the deck, or are you going to try to hold out for that grass looks tastier and just play that? Or are you guys going to take a break this format? It's kind of the only real options I see for a lot of players. And I know I made that video talking about you're quitting Yu-Gi-Oh, but a lot of people in this community, they're preparing. I'll give them a lot of credit for that. So guys, what are you guys doing? Leave a comment down below. Please remember, this is based off my experiences. I wouldn't mind spending 400 on Zoo just to have it out of the way. I'm not going to be the first person to tell you that, but that's just me. So, you know, if you work hard for your money and you guys have the intention of wanting to play next format and pray that Konami doesn't drop a ban list on you and blow the deck out of the water, well, Zoo's the deck for you. So, alright guys, we're going to make another video probably on Invoked sometime soon. Once we get to the actual set list being dropped. I definitely enjoy doing these little pre-tech market watches, per se, even though John's making market watches like every day. You know, people still like to see what I'm thinking. So, alright guys, leave a comment down below. These are my experiences, and my experiences make my stories. And guys, I'm out. Deucerinos. Hope you guys the best of luck this weekend at your sneak peek. I'm going to do a sneak peek opening. I hope I don't get completely destroyed at sneak peek and not get packs, but we'll see. Alright guys, peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out VanCole40 for Cardfight Vanguard, MCole Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.